Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Marco from Luso Overland. Just wanted to do a quick video on the Booz bash plates Gen 2 Montero transmission skid plates. We haven't had these on the site for a while if you've been looking for them, but they're back up now. Today is September 7th, 2023. And the reason why they've been off the site for a while is because we found that these were originally created for Australian Gen 2 Pajeros, which were probably, maybe I'm thinking manual transmissions, a lot of them. And what we found is that the rear most mounting holes were not lining up with the cross member holes in Gen 2s in the USA that typically have automatic. So I'm thinking it's an automatic versus manual transmission thing. So what we've done is we've now drilled holes in the correct spot for the automatic transmission. It's a little bit forward and a little bit to the passenger side. So now when you get this skid plate from us, it'll come with both of those holes in the back. So regardless of what Gen 2 you have, manual or automatic, it'll bolt right up. And I guess the only downside I should point out with this is, you know, this skid plate already was zinc plated in Australia, but now we've gone ahead and drilled a new hole. So technically the inside of these rear forwardmost holes is not zinc plated, so there's going to be no corrosion or rust protection on the inside of that. So you may want to hit it with just a little bit of paint to protect that if you live in like a high rust environment. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. Again, this is a 3mm thick piece of steel. It covers everything from the engine cross member all the way back to the transmission cross member. So that's going to be like your transmission pan. There's exhaust pipes up in here. There's the front drive shaft going that way, and then there's the torsion bars on the side. So really nice skid plate to have. Currently it's available in 3mm steel, as well as we have a few in 4mm steel, but I don't think we're going to be stocking the 4mm steel in the future. You know, if you're doing like serious rock crawling, then that one's probably for you. But for most people, I think 3mm will be fine. And since we're talking about these skids, I might as well show you the installation procedure. It's pretty easy. You're going to go to those rear holes in the cross member, this hole right here, and it's really easy to find. There's one on each side next to this like big cross indent, and they're about 9mm in diameter. We need to widen them out. We need to make them 11, which is 7/16. So go ahead and just widen it out a little bit, like I've done here on this one, because in your hardware kit you're going to get 2 nutserts, and so you're just widening out that hole so that the nutsert is going to fit in there. So then you can just take a nutsert tool and insert this. You can also, you look up some videos on YouTube and you can see how to do this manually with like a couple wrenches and a bolt, but like a nutsert or riv nut tool, even a cheap one from like Harbor Freight, makes this way easier. Okay, so there's 7/16 or 11mm, just big enough for this nutsert. And there you go, just like that. You have a place now to mount the rear of that skid plate. Okay, now you're going to go to your hardware bag and set up all 4 bolts the same. It's going to be an M8 with a lock washer and then a flat washer. And I'm just going to insert 2 of them into the front mounts just a little bit. You want to leave it so that they're not tight, just a little bit, because we're going to feed the front end of the skid plate up into there. So all you have to do now is slide the front end of the skid onto those bolts. And then on the back side, you can take, same thing, your M8 bolt with lock washer and flat washer. And now that'll just screw right into the nutserts that you just installed. And that'll be it. So you can see here, this is the biggest of the Gen 2 skids. The thing is really nice. It covers everything from the engine cross member all the way back to the transmission cross member. It's also really wide, and it's got these wings that I like that come up and tuck in, give some protection. You can see the torsion bar underneath there. And it's a big skid though. It weighs 28 pounds in this 3mm steel version. But really good protection, and of course you guys can get this at lusooverland.com. Thanks a lot.